Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people and welcome to you, your guides, my guides of the universal energies. Right, doing one of those alternate readings at the moment. It's one that's taken me a few days to come forth with the energy, and there was actually a reason why it took a couple of days because I've been told they were waiting for the delivery of this deck to arrive, the Starseed Oracle. I had seen it at Judy's place, Judy Sweeney, who my light seer, who I go to, my soothsayer. I spent an afternoon with last week. Saw the deck, had a quick glance through it, had to order it, and it came last night. So she'll be using that deck. And what I'm going to look at in this reading is the message from those that were on the Trail of Tears, the spirits of the Trail of Tears. Now, I've done a little bit of research and I do apologise profusely if I get any of it wrong, but from what my understanding is that on the prairie plains in southeast USA, there were five tribes: the Cherokee, the Muskogee, the Seminole, the Chickasaw, and the Choctaw tribes who were forcibly removed from their lands, forced west into over the Mississippi into lands that were not familiar to them, were not sustainable in the manner that they had been used to working in the lands. They weren't as abundant. So basically, they were forced from the lush pastures to degraded or substandard lands. We're looking at they were forced from an area of around 100,000 square kilometres, 60,000 people of the in the five tribes between the years of 1830 and 1850 to forced into reservations, basically so that settlers could move into these abundant pasture lands, abundant grazing lands, and claim that they were uninhabited so that there was no treaty required to be signed. What happened during this displacement, the movement of the 60 approximately thousand people from these tribes, men, women and children, there was significant death due to starvation, disease, exposure to the elements, and even though it has been long denied as being genocide, it was of a genocidal nature. It wasn't as it wasn't as though the settlers went in and massacred, but it was massacre by deceit is what I'm going to call it. So we are looking at a form of genocide, and also the fact that they were forcing these people onto lands that would not sustain them. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now, down under in Australia, we are completely not innocent either. With our First Nations people, yes, we did have genocidal massacres. We forced the First Nations people from their lands into confinements, missionaries. We forced them into a form of slavery, although there is a denial about that because there is a claim that they were paid for their service. Well, not really. What happened was the landholders paid the government. They didn't actually pay those doing the work themselves. And this is a history that Australia needs to come to terms with as well. And very much like I imagine an element in the United States and in other areas, I'm talking about swathes of Africa as well. That there's a denial and a, well, it wasn't me that did it. Why should I be held guilty? Now, no one is asking you to feel guilty about it, but we do need to recognise and acknowledge that this is our history, that this is what has happened. This was the birthing of our lands, so that we can reconcile and move forward. And I'm getting that with the United States, Australia, and as I said, these swathes of Africa as well. So what I want to have a look at is what message do the those that lost their lives on the Trail of Tears bring forward for us going forward. I'm going to use my light seeds to start with. I did start doing a reading with this, and it wasn't, I was told I was doing it wrong. So I'm going to draw 4 cards from this, the new Starseed Oracle, and also from my Work Your Light Oracle, and just see what message those from the Trail of Tears have for us going forward. It is about the future. The message they have is about not stepping back into this darkness, not stepping back into this persecution of minorities, of othering, of making sure we stay out in the light and we celebrate the joy of coming together. And yeah, that's what I'm getting is that first card is not to be drawn back into the darkness, to celebrate with joy with the message that we're bringing forward. They don't want us to feel guilty. They don't want us to feel obliged. They don't want to bring heartbreak. They want us to acknowledge and move forward and celebrate their past is what I'm getting. Celebrate all that the First Nations people had to offer, the way they lived with the land, the way their communities were structured, the way they were accepting. They want us to celebrate this message. Okay, thank you. We haven't got to the message that they're bringing yet, but they want us to stay out in the positive and not go back into the darkness. They want to find joy in the message that they're going to bring for us. Okay, come on, guys. Yes. Yeah. I'm actually feeling like I'm surrounded by these uplifting spirits. They don't have resentment for what happened. They're not accusing. I'm not even feeling sadness. I'm just feeling that what is it? It's not even a just. They want to be acknowledged is what I'm getting. Acknowledged. Let's have a look. A couple more cards, guys. Look at this. What have I got? 3 wands so far. It is all about message. It is all about passion. This is about broadening the horizons, freedom. It is about going forward. It's very much about movement forward, about expanding our lives out, sharing the message. But they're all grounded in this, I'm going to say, taking this information forward with us, of acknowledging this information. Being told to look at the bottom. We have the ending of a significant chapter and stepping into this new horizon with this message and working together, male, female, skin tone, gender, whatever it is, it's working together to each bring our strengths to the fore. We cannot be, that was one of my dogs just shifting position. We are stronger together than we are separated. We are stronger together when we accept our diversity and when we accept the leadership of those that can bring their skills and talents to the fore at any given time. As we ebb back and forth with this who takes the leadership role in any given task, we are stronger together. Okay, I'm going to leave those cards there, and I'm just going to draw some cards from this, the Starseed Oracle. Wow. This is the message that they want for us. I'm just going to bring you down to show these. Sorry, I'm getting an itchy ear from them. This is about the communicating. It is about celebrating the togetherness and not going back into the dark, staying in the light, bringing forth the joy, celebrating, bringing joy and passion with this message, being the orator and sharing the message that is coming forward. It is about looking to the future in freedom, broadening your horizons. It's about authentic reform through stepping from the darkness into the light, but significant reform, authentic reform, where we are stronger together than we are divided. And I'm really getting that this message here that they're warning us not to go back to is division. Division and conquer. Dividing the tribes. Is that what happened? I don't know. I didn't get the full history, but was there a division, an attempt to turn the tribes against each other by putting them into these unfamiliar lands, into uncomfortable, close relationship with each other? Were they trying to cause divisiveness amongst the tribes, the people in the tribes, as they struggle to find their new place? They're warning us not to go back, there. Okay, what message do you have for us? I'm feeling a very powerful female energy around me. It's the feminine, it's not necessarily female, a powerful feminine energy in this message. I've got the warriors, the men standing strong by their women, allowing their women to make the decisions is what I'm getting. The men were feeling very much out of their ability on this journey. But they respected their women so strongly that they allowed their women to take the lead. What's the message? What message do you have for us? What message do you have for us? From those on the Trail of Tears, they want that card. Love it. Force, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. This is to step up, step into the role that is made for you in this lifetime. Step up and be, in whatever way you can, the leader that you never had. Be the parent, the teacher, the gardener, the inspiration. Be the message that you wish you had had in your youth. Pave a new path. Forge, don't follow. Oh, what was that card that you wanted there? Double mission. Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. Don't try to be anybody else. Be you as you bring forward this passion, as you forge the path that you feel that you are drawn to, or the path that you wish that you had had. But you're not alone. You're part of a Starseed community. You are part of the community, whether it's online here or whether it is in the physical. Serve the world by being you. Be true to yourself. Oh, that one. You wanted that one. Oh, this is interesting. This is one of the cards I looked at and put back, and then they've thrown it out at me again. Star Brothers. Horus energy. Protection, loyalty, safety, trust. This is this authentic reform. Sharing the message, this authentic reform, and that we are stronger together than we are separate. By being a safe space, by bringing forward the powerful Horus Eagle energy of protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Be a safe space where people can be true to themselves. One more. This message that they have for us. Actually, they're telling me two, this one and the next. The Earth School, our life lesson, our soul growth study, higher learning. This is about choosing to take the path. We reach these points in our lives when we can go one direction or the other. We can take the safe and easy path and nothing changes. It's same old, no rocking of the boat. Or we can choose the path that appears to have obstacles and challenges in it, where we learn our life lessons, where our soul grows, where we become the people we are meant to be. Take this path, create a safe space, and encourage others to take this path, where they accept the challenge, where they learn the growth, where they become who they are meant to be. The big picture thinking. Pallades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. And this is going back, bookending to the be the leader you wish you had. Staying in the energy, bringing forth the positive message. Don't go back into the darkness. Share the joy of this message. Broaden the horizons and the freedom as you bring this message forward, because it's a message about unity, about coming together, and it is an authentic new beginning of stepping into the light. Very much about big picture. Now I'm going to use the Work Your Light Oracle, the original Rebecca Campbell deck that I have, and see what message they bring for us as well. Wow, wow, wow. So this is be the leader you wish you had. Be the inspiration. Serve the world by being you. Be true to yourself and create this energy of protection, this place of a safe space. And it's a safe space on here. Welcome your comments. Love your sharing. For any that are trying to bring dark and negative and untruthful energy, I do dispel. This is a safe space where you are protected to share. This is about learning the life lessons, taking the path of the challenge, of the growth, where we raise our vibration and become who we are meant to be. And then we are the inspired. It's about the big picture, about the whole, about the coming together. about the progressive movement forward. I'm being told 3 cards. 3 cards on the Work Your Light. From the spirits of the Trail of Tears. How are you being called to step up and lead? Be the leader you wish you had. How are you being called to step up and lead? Take the challenging path and become the person you are meant to be. Create a safe space. Be true to yourself. How are you being called to step up and lead? What message do you want that card? Thank you. Oh, damn well do it. Just say yes. Yes. The fulfillment and joy and strength and love and light and vibration and I can't even explain. By stepping up into this energy and coming from a place of light and honesty and acknowledgement and truth. This is about saying yes. It's about being instead of doing. There is this doing, but it's about being in the energy. Being in the energy, being brave enough to step into this light, to let the world swirl around you. Let the anger and the rage and the fear just pass you by. Say yes, step up into this role where you are leading by inspiration. By example. You wanted that card. Did you want that card? They will throw it out at me again if it was. Sometimes I second guess. One more. One more. One more. What message? Message. Yeah, they're telling me that card. Oh, that's interesting. No. Wait. Postpone. Pause. Say no. So we've got a yes and no. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. These ancient ancestors stand behind you. Now, what I'm being told when I went, no, I mean, that really took me by surprise because we are birthing a new age. We're birthing a new age, dreaming a new world, bringing a new world into being. And the reason I got this yes and no is because they're telling me to go back to this card. Yes, no. Say no to the division. Say no to the darkness, the fear, the anger, the rage, the all that is negative. Stay in the light, in the joy, the celebration, the unity, the message of all that is good. Because we are on this path where we are being the inspirational. We are sharing this message in a way of freedom that will free others. It is a time of authentic reform where will be stepping from this darkness into the light, where we are embracing the strength of our the strength of our diversity. And our strength going forward, lies in our diversity. We are birthing a new age. We are dreaming a new world into being, not just dreaming. By dreaming what can be, we are bringing it forth. And we are not alone in this. The ancient ancestors are here with us to guide us. Just say yes, but also say no. Because where are you being called to step up and lead, to forge the new path with the big picture thinking? The big picture thinking is that we are stronger together than we are divided. And it is a life lesson. It may appear to be the more challenging path, but by going down this path, we experience growth, we experience knowledge, we experience connection, where we become who we are meant to be. And this is the message that I'm being given from those that were on the Trail of Tears. They do not want us to feel guilty. They do not want us to feel denial or regret. They want us to embrace that this was part of our past. It is part of the DNA of who we are, this past. We need to acknowledge it. And once we acknowledge it, we can draw on the energy from what was to go forward. Thank you. Thank you. Catch you later. Love to you all.